Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Curtis Connor. That's my extra greeting for all my subscribers. Because it is me, Curtis Connor. I am a Canadian. Now that I think about it, the extra greeting is kind of like very minimal in wanting to give back to my subscribers. Like if I were to give something back to my subscribers, why would it just be an extra greeting? Like I don't know. It feels very low effort. But I don't know. It doesn't matter because I'm a Curtis Connor. Now, for those of you that are new, you're probably like, you're not Curtis Connor, you fraud. First of all, very perceptive. And second of all, wouldn't it be so great if I copied all of my videos from other commentary creators? Like just word for word, stealing their videos. And no one ever really batted an eye. Like sure, there were some comments here and there, but I stole from so many different commentary creators that you couldn't really track down which one was stolen from which account, because I would just steal from everybody. Well, I don't do that, rest assured. But today we're gonna be talking about someone that steals content for a living. Real quick, just wanted to preface by saying that it's really hot in my room and I could have my fan running, but I chose not to because I don't want to mess up the audio because I care about the quality of my videos. So I don't know, like because I'm so courteous and genuine, maybe you could like, I don't know, just like subscribe just because I'm being very sincere and because I just want you guys to have the best quality possible. So, you could like be really nice and subscribe or something. Help me get to 100K. That would be sick. Also, for those of you that are new and don't know who Curtis Connor is, I am not Curtis Connor. That's not me. So today we're going to be talking about Brent Rivera. There's a very popular clip going around right now of him stealing someone else's content. So we're going to watch that. But I did some digging and there are a lot of people that already know this, but Brent Rivera has been stealing content since the beginning of time. The first person to ever record themselves and put it online, I guarantee you, he's already copied that for himself and you just don't know about it. Anyway, let's watch this video by Josh Slavin.
You know you've made it when a creator with over 100 million social media followers takes inspiration from one of your videos. Check it out. I've got a notebook and I'm gonna go to a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic. Let's see if they treat me any differently.
I have a notebook and I'm gonna go to a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently.
I booked a lunch reservation here at a Michelin-star restaurant in Hong Kong.
I booked a lunch reservation at a Michelin-star restaurant.
To start the meal, I kept it low-key while I tried the first few items.
And I kept it pretty low-key while I tried the first couple appetizers.
After taking some pictures and giving it a few minutes, I whipped out the notebook.
Ever since I took out my notebook, these dudes have been watching me like hawks. Since I took out my notebook, the waiters have not stopped looking over here.
I see the waiters chatting a little bit back and forth, and I start to notice.
Okay, you guys get the picture. Copying this guy's TikTok word for word. So when I first saw this, I was very interested because if you take inspiration from something, that's cool. That's fine. But copying something word for word is distinct plagiarism. That's what plagiarism is. But it makes me think, how long has Brent Rivera been doing this? Because you don't just like copy a video word for word one time. Like if you're this big, you have had to have been doing it for a long time. So I did some digging and like I mentioned previously, some of you might already know of this, but Brent Rivera has been copying content since he first started. So much so, in fact, that Urban Dictionary has coined a term related to stealing content after Brent Rivera, and it's called getting Brent Rivera'd. It's when you steal a joke from Tumblr or Twitter and use it as your own. Origin of the word comes from well-known Viner Brent Rivera because of his recognition of stealing Tumblr posts or Twitter posts. And the example is, are you kidding me? She just Brent Rivera'd my Twitter status. No one really uses that term. Maybe they did then. It does sound very corny when I say it in a sentence, but that's just the example, okay? Anyway, this term was coined in 2014, which is a long time ago. That's, when Vine was a thing. So, to our knowledge, Brent Rivera has been stealing content since he first started, which was on Vine. And, was it to the same extent as other TikTok? Yes, actually. It was, to the exact same extent. He would steal ideas word for word, but it was just a little bit different on Vine because the videos were so much shorter that you could more easily get away with it. Like how on TikTok there's trends and people do each other's trends and sometimes people don't give the other person credit. That's kind of like how it was on Vine. Brent did it, just a little bit more extreme, but it wasn't as noticeable as it is on YouTube. So just for an example, I'm on Brent Rivera's YouTube homepage right now, and his latest video, uploaded a day ago, is eating only one color of food for 100 hours. Now, yes, this is a trend. All right, I've seen other kid content creators do this before, but to what extent did he use inspiration to create this video. I don't know, let's copy and paste the title into the YouTube search bar and hit enter. Would you look at that? He pretty much copy and pasted the exact thumbnail as this other YouTuber. Literally almost exactly the same. Now, I did watch both of these videos, and they are different, but that is because it's harder to copy and paste videos that aren't scripted. Like, these videos are very much off the cuff, so it's harder to script videos like that. But Brent's actually been doing this on YouTube since the beginning, since he first started uploading on YouTube. This video that came out December 27th, 2012, called 5 Things That Make Me Mad, is a direct copy of someone else's video. But first, I want to watch this video with you, and then I want to watch the original creator's content, just to show you the comparison and how long Brent has actually been doing this.
What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to show you 5 things that, like, really bug me. Like really bug me. Like, really bug me.
Why did he say it 3 times? What was the point? That was so awkward.
Like, really bug me. Like, really bug me. Like.
What? Was he doing like 3 different takes and he was gonna cut one of them out, but just didn't end up doing that? Or was he just trying to be funny? I don't know. That was kind of traumatizing. Let's keep going.
When I get a phone call at 3 a.m. asking if I'm awake. Hello? Hey, Brent. Man, you asleep? No, I'm skydiving.
I just have to say, the intro music is so funny. I haven't heard the song Glad You Came in so long, but the fact that it's a trap remix of the song makes it so much funnier. I hope I don't get copyrighted for that, but we'll see.
When I get in bed and I decide that I have to pee. Crap, I have to pee. When I open the fridge to get bread and all there's left is 2 ends.
He's like trying to remember what he has to say, like mid-recording. When I go to the fridge to grab grab bread, but there's only the 2 ends. Yeah.
No! Dropping my phone in the face when I'm texting someone laying down. When your mom asks if you're talking back to her. Well, yeah, that's how communication works. Thank you guys for watching this video, and
Okay, you get the point. All right, that video was a little bit creative here and there. Now let's watch the original content creator's video of this exact same video. If you guys don't know who Wasabi Productions are or were, they did lots of skits and stuff. It's Alex Wasabi and now Guava Juice. But their original video was Things That Make Me Mad, and it came out February 6th, 2012, which was just like actually almost an entire year before Brent made his video. So this video is longer, but I'm gonna skip to the parts that Brent specifically like ripped off.
Hello?
Hey, Roy! Are you sleeping?
No, I'm skydiving.
Okay.
There you go. That was the first example. Brent copied that word for word. All right.
Finally. So tired. Oh, so comfortable. Oh, I gotta pee. But I'm so comfortable. But I have to pee. But I'm so comfortable. Damn it.
Okay, see, Brent ripped that off too. He did a worse job, but as in rip off fashion, that's usually how it goes down.
Really?
There you go, the 2 ends of the bread. Okay. And then the other 2 that Brent did, I don't know if he came up with on his own, but they aren't in the original video. But you get the point that I'm trying to say. Brent pretty much has been ripping off other creators since day one, when he was in this little like Justin Bieber, Giga Chad jawline phase or whatever. Now, it is very interesting to me because I know Brent has copied so much more throughout his like YouTube career, but I can't track down every video because he copies from different content creators. And because he changes the titles of the videos, even if it's just slightly. If it's not the same as the original video, it's hard to track down. So I do have a few more examples, but I was only able to find like 3 or 4 just because they are very hard to track down. So the next victim that I could find of Brent stealing content was Rhett and Link when they came out with their My OCD song about 8 years ago. Okay, the song is about people who have OCD. It's supposed to be like a funny like take on it. And just a really funny thing that Brent copied outside of the video is that Rhett and Link, they made a note under their video in the description that basically is just a note about OCD, how they're saying they know it's a serious mental disorder that affects a lot of people. The song is not intended to make fun of people with OCD, but rather to demonstrate and poke fun at the tendency of so many people to point out that are off center, off balance, etc. To basically tell people that, you know, they're not trying to make fun of people with OCD, but rather like make light in a joking way. So they made this OCD song, and it did like extremely well. It's Rhett and Link, but Brent decided to kind of mimic and copy the song. He titled it something completely different, but he ended up using like the same examples of OCD that were in the video. So let me just show you guys that real quick. The original My OCD song goes through with an example of like some psychiatrist talking to, is this one Rhett or Link? I never watched Rhett and Link, so I don't know. I'm so sorry. But they end up talking to a psychiatrist. He pulls out just like, you know, very stereotypical like OCD tropes.
Those hooded strings, they are driving me insane. Unequal pizza slices.
And then Brent pretty much copies the exact same concept. There's a psychiatrist or a therapist or whoever he's talking to, and then he goes into the OCD tropes. And although it isn't the same song, it's pretty much the same concept.
Brent Rivera. Unfortunately, there's not much time, so let's just jump into it. Granny?
No!
Well, the most important thing is for you to let it out.
I can't believe what I just saw, but I'm pretty sure that you broke the law. When you put ketchup all across your fries, open your bag of chips from the side, it's slowly driving me out of my mind.
Okay. You understand the point that I'm trying to make here. And to make matters worse, the note that Rhett and Link had in their description that I read earlier, well, Brent has pretty much the same note word for word. I understand that OCD is a serious mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people across the globe. We understand that OCD is a serious mental disorder that significantly affects the lives of millions of people. Yeah? This song is not intended to make fun of people with OCD, but rather poke fun at the tendency of so many people to point out things that are wrong, off-center, cringy, etc. This song is not intended to make fun of people with OCD, but rather to demonstrate and poke fun at the tendency of so many people to point out things that are off-center, off-balance, etc. Thanks, Brett. Thank you. Jesus. Brent Rivera, more like Brent Copiera. Gosh. Brent also copied David Dobrik a lot when David was making vlogs, just because he saw how well they were doing. An example of this is one of the songs that David had in his video. Brent Rivera copied the melody, the words, pretty much entirely the same thing. So let me just show you that real quick.
Did you hear Jason and Trisha are hanging out again? I sure did. Why do you think that is? Could be true love, maybe. Well,
Sexual intercourse.
oh, baby, you're bringing me too much money. Cash. And Jason can't afford his kids.
Friend Dom lately?
Nope, I haven't.
Why do you think that is?
Maybe he's too busy working.
Well, hell no, baby. He's too busy sipping over Sophie. Love. I just can't believe we lost a friend.
Okay. See how bad it is? I don't get it. And he wouldn't explicitly copy vlogs word for word, because again, that's hard to do because it's not scripted. But like certain bits that he, I guess, thought were funny, he would just copy. Oh man. But he would also just like copy concepts of David videos as well. Like again, like certain aspects of the vlogs, like when David came out with a video surprising people with Kylie Jenner, Brent Rivera made a video called Surprising My Friends with Kylie Jenner, except it was a Kylie Jenner lookalike because he couldn't actually get the real Kylie Jenner. But he's just very much like a content vulture. Like anything he sees that's popping, he will immediately copy it and put it out there. And it's just so interesting. Doing research for this video, I found this TikTok of this girl who actually ended up confronting Brent at like some convention that he was at. And it's so funny.
I noticed you take posts off the internet.
I do.
Why?
Do I? I don't. They're from my heart.
What a fucking gaslighter. I do? I don't. I don't. They come from my heart. Shut the fuck up, Brent Rivera, and make original content. Please, dear God. That was so funny. And what's also interesting is that he has this sort of like content house group called the AMP Squad. Like everyone in that group basically makes content like Brent. They copy other people's content, like Mr. Beast content. This content creator, The Asher Show, created a video about this guy in the AMP Squad named Ben Azalart, who copies Mr. Beast and a plethora of other creators. But it's just like this specific group of people just like steal content. It's crazy. And fun fact to end the video on, one of the people in the AMP Squad, Andrew Davila, I actually, when he first started making content like on Instagram, he would post on Instagram. I have DMs with him. And we DM'd back in 2018. Okay, I saw that he started posting some skits on Instagram and YouTube. And I was like, hey, if you ever need an editor, like, I got you, okay? I was like, when was this? 4 years ago? So at the time, I was like 16, okay? And he ended up DMing me back. He was like, sick. If you could send me some clips of some edits you've done so I can see. I was like, oh, yeah, sure. So I sent him some clips with like explanations as to what the clips were. And he just texted me back, yeah, like YE. And then he goes, are you going to expect me to pay you for this, by the way? Yeah, it's an editing job. What the fuck? But my stupid 16-year-old self was like, honestly, I'm perfectly fine with getting edit credits in the description, but if you're willing to pay like $5 per vid, why the hell not? I don't know why I said that. I think I just really wanted to edit for him. But anyway, I ended up editing a clip for him as like a test run and sending it to him. And he said it was good and then never texted me back for me to actually edit for him. So, yeah, fuck you, Andrew. Okay? Look at where I am now. All right? I'm at the top. Okay? I'm just kidding. He's got 2.8 million followers on Instagram now, so that's cool, I guess. But anyway, that is going to be the end of this video. Again, I couldn't find a lot of examples of Brent like strictly ripping people off just because he copies from so many different people. But I am glad that I was able to find some examples that very explicitly showed that. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram. Check out my Patreon. I do a mini monthly podcast every month. And I will see you guys next time, where I copy one of Brent's videos that's copied from someone else. And then someone else copies me, and it becomes a copying inception to where we live in a world where no more original content exists because everyone just wants to rip other people off for money. Say it with me. Because of capitalism. Woo! Patreon time. Thank you to your 2 patrons, Sophia Vanilla, Samira Truesdale, Big Guy Mal, Matthew MacLeod, Sav C, Ruth, Jam, and John Grubb. Thank you so much. Thank you tier 3 patrons, Lysander, Edgar Rangel, Adeline Grubb, and Jack. Thank you guys so much for becoming patrons. I really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video and have a great rest of your day.